Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mike. Today's topic I'd like to discuss with you is about as the narcissist becomes weaker, you become stronger. Let me explain. But before I dive into this topic, if you find this video to be helpful, it resonates with you, or you can relate, please show your support, like the thumbs up. Comment your thoughts and opinions and wisdom down below. I'd love to hear all your feedback, and please subscribe too. I also greatly appreciate you all by doing so. So let's just get into it. So when I say that the narcissist, as they grow weaker and you become stronger, you should think to yourself, think back when you were immersed in that narcissistic abusive relationship or with that toxic person. You thought everything could be solved, everything could be different so long as you just fixed that or said that or did this or did that. But you found out the hard way that nothing can satiate the narcissist. Nothing can make their cups full. Nothing can fill the void in their black hearts, because they really don't have hearts to begin with. So that's the nicest thing I could say about that part of them. If they do have hearts, they're pure black, and they have no respect for anyone else except themselves. And that's even grotesque in itself, because think about this as it pertains to as the narcissist grows weaker and you become stronger, is that the times when you were down, all those times when you were helping the narcissist emotionally, financially, mentally, psychologically, physically, spiritually, everything of that sort, and then some. You helped out in more ways than one, and you gave a mountain of work towards that toxic person or toward that unhealthy relationship. You invested a lot of your time, perhaps your money. Time is something you'll never get back. Money can be earned back, but the narcissist did a heavy blow onto you, perhaps emotionally. They left you high and dry. There's no sugarcoating that. So when I say that the narcissist becomes weaker when you become stronger, you're giving them a taste of their own medicine. And what do I mean by this? When they thought that you'd never recover, that you'd just stay on the ground, figuratively or literally, and you'd be screaming up at the sky and screaming, why? And, what could you have ever possibly done to deserve this? After everything, maybe you've already been through enough in life. Maybe this wasn't your first rodeo with a toxic person, and you're just wondering to yourself, what am I doing? Well, it's not a you problem. It's a surroundings problem. Okay? You were able to take accountability. You ask the narcissist, okay, is it me? What am I doing? What am I saying? What can I do to change? And they'd stonewall you and say, oh, let's talk about it later. They'd walk out of the room, or they wouldn't answer their phone, or whatever they do to you with their little mental mind games and, the mental gymnastics. They're cowards. They can never just sit down one-to-one, adult to adult, from one loving person to another, even though the narcissist can't ever love. We don't know that, but back then, we gave them the benefit of the doubt. And we were at wit's end. This was during the devaluation stage we're talking about, wherein we were still yearning to go back to that euphoric stage. Like, okay, maybe if we go to marriage counseling, or maybe if we go to couples therapy or something like that, then maybe we can achieve that again. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, there is no such thing is going back to what once was. And that is why the narcissist is so miserable. That's why they're so weak. They used you, they abused you, they used you perhaps as a target or a punching bag. I know I was, in more ways than one, both literally and figuratively. They would ruminate over their past marriages, their past familial relations, their woes at work. Everybody's just a narcissist except who? Them, the narcissist themselves. They can never look in the mirror and take accountability for what they may say or do to land themselves in such predicaments, in such messy situations. There's no arguing with a brick wall. There's no reasoning with paint drying on the wall. That's something you have to really take stock and heed in, because the narcissist will never change. You can, for the good. You know, you have firm boundaries now, and it's not unhealthy boundaries. It's not like you're shunning any and all people out there. Hopefully not. I hope that you're past the angry stage or the confused stage of the discard, wherein you're absolutely numb to everybody. I know I was. When you were discarded, or, you know, the relationship ended, exited, whatever happened, something happened. It was not good, but you were numb to people. Nothing that your friends or family or your co-workers or anything like that, nothing that they would say would help. As much as they may have tried, in retrospect, you probably do appreciate it. And even back then, even though you couldn't feel much. Why? Because the narcissist had dulled you down. They dulled you down to that point. They try to suck you into their level of not caring about anyone except the narcissist. They want you to wallow in your own sorrow. They laugh at you. That's how evil these people are. They are the type to call you up on the phone, check up on you. Hey, honey, everything's fine. And then they hang up the phone and they go on about their cheating, their lying, their master manipulating. They are the very type to do that. These are serial manipulators, serial liars, serial cheaters. They've been doing this scheming, this manipulation for a very long time. Perhaps even longer than they've ever, perhaps longer than they've ever spent on one given person and one given relationship. Because everything that they touch turns to shit. They not only burn bridges, but they blow them up to no return. So when they say, oh, you could have been this, you said this, and bringing up stuff from the past, or maybe you didn't even say anything in particular at all. Maybe you just called it out for what it was. You realized that they were two-faced. You realized that something was not right. The communication was off. You seemed to care more about it than they did. And when I say it seems, I really mean it is true. You cared more about them than they do about themselves. So when they become weaker and you become stronger, that's more time invested in you. That's more money that can be invested into you and into your health and well-being. That's more time you have to see a doctor. That's more time to get checked up. That's more time to enjoy good company with real friends, real family, if you happen to have any left. I'm grateful to have my father, for sure. He's my rock. But some people don't have anybody. You know, some people might have a mother instead of a father. Some people might have a father instead of a mother. It's just how the way, it's just the way the world works. But I digress on that point. You can't always have what you want, but you do make the best of what you can in any given situation. And the narcissist doesn't. They wallow in their own sorrow. They pity play. Boo-hoo. Their little crocodile tears. I'm not trying to sound malicious or, you know, dismissive of anyone's feelings. I mean, you know, ultimately, they really have to face the music in order to get down to the root cause of those feelings, which we know within ourselves that it was them putting on this whole shite show of shenanigans, getting you to pity them, getting you to bend over backwards for them, getting you to be a mere servant for them instead of an actual partner, instead of an actual comrade, instead of an actual lover. But let me just digress from that point. And before I close out this video, I just want to really emphasize that the reason why you become stronger as the narcissist becomes weaker is that it's not because you don't, you know, it's not that you're malicious. It's not that you're revenge or you seek retribution. You're not vengeful. You're not spiteful. You only looked for closure. And the narcissist, or narcissists, plural, because these people are all over the place, these creatures, they were unable to provide us with such closure, and so we have to seek it within ourselves. We have to accept the fact and practice that radical acceptance that not everyone in this world has your best interests at heart. Not everyone will, you know, be there for you in your lowest moments, your darkest moments, your happiest or saddest moments. Nothing like that. The narcissist only lives for themselves. They only live for the moment. They don't live in the moment with you. You know, they only live for the moment, see what they can get out of you, and they will discard you or another source of supply or another source until they can get what their primary aims are, which are short-lived. And most of the time they are just wants, not needs. The narcissist wants to spend time, money, energy on propping themselves up into a more prestigious image. In other words, they seek that clout, right? They seek attention. They're attention seekers. They're like petulant little children when you think about it. Like, back when they were little, you thought, oh, it was cute, you know, okay, fine, have at it. But these are narcissists. These are full-grown adults. They're not children. They're not living in fantasy land. They know that they're past their prime. They know. They know that they've hit a low. They know that they can't bounce back. And thus, they take it out on like-minded empaths such as you. It wasn't right what they did. It wasn't justified what they did. So, the silver lining at the end of this is just you spreading awareness, or, you know, be on this journey with me and spreading awareness about narcissism and manipulation and these serial liars and cheaters. So you become stronger in your own right. Maybe you have worked on yourself physically. Maybe you've gone to the gym. You know, maybe you've gone for longer walks, runs every day. You're reading books, you're catching up with the news, current events, you're getting your mind off the narcissist. You're finding distractions, healthy distractions. You're working as hard as ever on yourself, maybe at work too, at your career or job position, whatever, but you really have to see the narcissist for who and what they really are. As I close out this video, that they will always become weak. They will always be weak. They are nothing but weak. Okay? What they did with you was horrible, but that's notwithstanding the fact that look at how much damage they cause around them too. And think about all the stuff that you don't even know about. Because the narcissist always has deep, dark secrets about themselves they don't want the world to know about. And you want to be associated with that mess of a person or their lifestyle or their way of thinking. It's just detrimental to themselves, and it's also detrimental to you if you stay around. So my final words are this: embrace your strength, your resilience, your motivation to move forward and not go backwards, back in time, ruminating in what once was with a narcissist, or being in the narcissistic mind frame wherein they can never get over their past, wherein they can never be pleased with anything, they can never be grateful for anything. You can. You are genuine. You are recognized, if not by anyone else, but by me. And you truly are appreciated. So, that's how you are stronger than the narcissist. Don't let them dampen your day. Let them wallow in their own sorrow. Whatever they do just has to not be you in the equation. That can't happen anymore. So with that, I'm just going to leave it right there. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. I really appreciate you all once again. This is Mike, signing out right now. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.